Hi guys, and welcome to another video by me, Cathal, aka the FM Guru. And this video today is just a quick Q&A video where it's basically just to go over a couple of things and just so you can ask more questions about me or just more questions in general about FM and whatnot. So I'm just gonna kick this off. How did you get into Football Manager? Now I do recall, obviously this is not technically Football Manager, but I do remember playing Championship Manager 01-02 as a child. My father did actually play the management games originally, and but kind of went off them, and it was kind of my thing to kind of do afterwards. But it all started off with FM06 on handheld, because I kind of hadn't played for a few years. I was more focused on FIFA, and I went back onto it for Football Manager 2006 on handheld, and that game was just simply stunning, I have to say. It was just pretty fantastic. But yeah, I've been playing it ever since, and it just gets better by year, right now, just fantastic. And no other game really compares to it in terms of my overall enjoyment. So definitely, that's how I got into it. Now, another one: what county in Ireland are you from? I am from Dublin, if you couldn't tell. What's your Skype? Now, I do not actually know my Skype. I will put a link to it when I actually answer the questions on Ask. I'll answer them all at the same time, just to confuse matters. And yeah, I'll put that up there. I think it's the FM Guru. I really have no idea. Favorite team apart from West Bromwich Albion? Oh god, this is kind of a hard one. God, There's a couple teams I do like. If I had to pick from the Premiership, there'd be a couple. There'd be people like. I mean, I do like Arsenal. When they're on form, Arsenal is fantastic. I do like some of the players at Arsenal. West Ham, nice English core to that team. Southampton, good young players as well. I mean, if you had to look abroad, you look at Borussia Dortmund. I do like the centre-back partnership of Hummels and Subotic an awful lot. When you have Ngozi in there as well. If I had to pick one, it would probably be Southampton. I don't know. Just looking at it right now, probably Southampton. I don't think about it too much, to be honest. It really is all about West Brom. I guarantee one reaction to this video will be, is it not Man United? Is it not Man United? And it's not Man United. So don't waste your breath there. How big is your middle finger? Oh god. Luckily, I looked at these questions before the video, and I actually have a ruler because I'm just weird like that. About 9 centimeters. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Looking at it right there. I'm not sure why you need to know that, but there. Charlton or Crystal Palace or Millwall. Now it depends what you mean by this. I mean, if you mean who has the biggest, who has the, I don't know, the worst fans, you'd have to look at Millwall. Who is the biggest knobhead of a club? Then you look at Millwall. Who crashed the most spectacularly down the leagues? Charlton. I mean, they were a Premier League mainstay for a lot of their lives in the top flight, but since fallen down quite a lot. Who has the best youngster of the club? You'd look at Wilfried Zaha. I mean, if you had to look at best club, you'd probably say Palace. Well, not probably better. Millwall are shit, and their fans are shit, and their players are shit. I mean, they have a captain called Danny Shittu. I mean, that kind of answers your question there. So I'll go with Palace there. When was FM release night? That'll answer your question. What was your first Football Manager? I think I've answered that already. FM06 on handheld would be my first one there. Yeah. Have you proposed to Paul yet? I'm assuming you mean Paul Holden from Golden FM. And this is a tricky one because we're trying to do it in secret, but we don't want anyone finding out when exactly it's going to all happen. So expect to hear news on that soon. And we're still trying to work out a few kinks in all that. So yeah, hopefully we get that all sorted out for you soon. But yeah, we could have the new FM power couple coming on along now. What county are you from, mate? Dublin, as I've said before. Why do you call yourself the FM Guru? Now, the reason why that was I originally set it off as a just a normal Twitter account in the beginning, and I was interacting with some of the other FM accounts like FM Experts, who at the time was FM WizKids, and Golden FM, and I just thought you needed something just to stand out, because there was other people like, there was like the FM Master and stuff like that, and I just needed to find it as something that I thought was a bit wacky and weird, and but also just make me stand out a bit. So FM Guru is what I call myself, just because I thought it was reasonably educated on the game, and I could offer a bit. And Guru just sounds like your person you'd come to for advice. So I just thought that would be a decent one. What would you rather fight? 100 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck? By Jordan Pendle. This is so weird. I'd probably fight the horse-sized duck. I mean, I do like ducks. I'll fight the 1 horse-sized duck. I'll be a nice guy. Who's your favourite YouTuber? It doesn't have to be an FM commentator. Now, I don't really watch that much YouTube anymore. I mean, I do watch Alex's videos, and I watch Paul videos, and a couple other FM's videos. And I mean, I used to watch. Like, I'm sure some of you, if you don't know, that you should that's just terrible. But I used to watch Call of Duty videos, and I used to watch C Nanners and Hutch quite a lot. And who I watch right now is Kevin, who is an Irish YouTuber who does like not sure if you've ever seen his series How to Annoy on games like Call of Duty and Battlefield, I think, as well. He does it on, might just be on Call of Duty, I'm not sure, but he does funny videos. He's Irish, I can get his humour, and yeah. But if I had to pick a favourite YouTuber, it'd probably be him. But the FM accounts are close second to that: Paul, Alex, etc. If you could travel back in time to when you were a kid, what would you tell yourself? So I want to be funny here, but I know I'm not going to come up with anything funny to say to this. Basically, that you will still be playing Football Manager when you were 16, 17, 18, and that you are going to still be lacking social skills at this age, and that your social skills will still be shit, and you will be a moderately successful Twitter account, and that you should just focus on that, and you should focus on getting your subscriber count up, and stuff like that. And yeah, forever alone. Just cry for a moment. Just pray for me. Just, I don't know, donate some money to me so I can buy an African wife or something. If you could travel back in time to when you... I like this common question as well. Would you be willing to reduce your life expectancy by 10 years to become rich or famous? No, because that's 10 years less of Football Manager. If you could live without eating, drinking, or breathing, how would you live your life differently? Oh, feck. Well, eating makes up about half of my life, because I eat out of boredom, and I just eat far too much, yet I don't get fat. It's quite an amazing trait to have, is to eat so much and not get fat. Drinking, yeah, I don't really drink anything anyway. Red Bull perhaps, just to keep myself going. I don't really drink any fluids at all. I just survive on food. Breathing, I mean, that really wouldn't really impact me that much. I don't really... Breathing's overrated, everybody, just to tell you that. Would you rather be extremely ignorant or of the world, or a genius? Well, probably a genius. I don't know why you wouldn't want to be a genius. Let's just pick a genius. How do you know how to get badges on Mac? I will explain that in a link. Probably a bit too long and too complicated to explain on a Q&A, but it's basically the same as the normal, like, Windows version or so on. So I will explain that in the questions. What film would you say has the biggest anti-hero? Sorry, I'm a bit of a film addict. I think you'd probably have to look at The Man with No Name and the Dollars trilogy with Clint Eastwood. I mean, kind of epitomises the anti-hero Clint Eastwood in most of his movies, so I'm gonna have to go with him. You'd have to look at other movies as well. Like there's movies out there with anti-heroes you probably wouldn't think of. Like, you look at people like Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean and Hellboy as like the, probably not up there in the top 10, but would they even have films like Dirty Harry and stuff as well, and Pulp Fiction. So you'd have to consider them as well. But yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Can I get FIFA Manager for my PC? For surprisingly, yes, you can, but I don't know why you would. I mean, I saw a picture up a while back where in the charts, Farming Simulator was higher than FIFA Manager, so that kind of answers a lot. Will you be doing countdowns like top 5 goals or top 5 goalkeeper mistakes? I'm actually doing a top 5 right now on my YouTube channel. If you want to check that out, I will put a link to that where you can send in your best goals, and I am going to pick top 5 by next Friday, possibly. I don't know. Well, I want my Steam update. Been checking for an update for an hour now. It helps. Have you tried restarting your Steam or your computer? Because if you try and update your FM or your Steam and you haven't restarted your computer or just restarted the overall program, it probably won't work. What player pictures do you use and how do you get them? Panini Faceback, for me, I think it's the FM12 version, and it took me about a week to try and get it working on FM13. It was just absolute hell. I don't know how I got it working in the end, but it basically fecked up my my old game for a while. So I wouldn't recommend going for Panini unless there's an FM13 version. If there is, go for it. Then do it. Favorite 3 school subjects: history, feck's sakes, history, economics, and history, economics, and English probably. I'd say. Best mate from the FM family. It's hard to. Oh God, you're so mean. It's hard to pick favorites. I mean, you can't even. Or you pick your best friend from the. Probably would have said FM experts a while back, but not really active right now. If I had to pick active favorite best mate from the FM family, probably be Paul from Golden FM. Just an overall great lad and just great fun, great help, and all projects and so forth. So I'd have to pick him. The West Brom player Shane Long, Irish international striker, just gives us off the team. He's a fantastic player. Do you even lift? I've gotten better at answering these. I was in the Gym last night, and in the Gym, the trainer said to me, I was in the Gym last night, and in the Gym, I asked the trainer, please put on more weights, because I was pumping hard, and I don't know, I wasn't feeling it today, and he said to me, there are no more. I'll let that sink in. I'll let that sink in, and you can understand that. So yeah, that answers your question. Do you even lift? The highly original question. Why can't I get Football Manager handheld on my PC? Because I bought all the copies and I have them safe here at home. And maybe I'll do a giveaway of Football Manager handhelds for the PC. If you all follow me, I'll retweet a tweet I do in the next couple of minutes. You could win a Football Manager handheld on PC. How old were you when you first kissed? First kissed or what? I was a baby when I first kissed my mother. I was a baby when I first kissed my father. I was a mere child when I first kissed my first copy of Football Manager. And I also spooned it. But we don't need to go there. Who would win in a fight between Clive Tilsley, Martin Tyler, John Motson and John Champion? I think probably Martin Tyler would win just because of his voice. He just unleashed an Aguero, and then he would win. That's what would sink it for me. He uses supersonic voice. He'd just go Aguero, and he'd win. I mean, John Motson, his voice is pretty epic as well. I do not have time for Clive Tilsley. He fucks up the FIFA games. John Champion is not that bad either. John Motson and Martin. It would be a straight fight between these two. I think Tyler would just prevail, but Motson would be a close second. If that answers your question, I'll just refresh just for a second to see if there's any more questions. And there are not. So thank you very much for this Q&A video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope to answer some of your questions. All questions will be answered now in a couple of minutes at the same time. So keep an eye out for them coming up on Ask FM. And thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.